Hello. Hello, am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday we discussed how to establish passwordless SSH. So with that, we can happily connect to any nodes without entering any password. Okay. For that, we need to create the keys, and that keys needs to be shared with the requested nodes. So once the keys has been shared with the nodes, the next time onwards, whenever we want to connect to any node, we no need to enter any password. Up to that, we have discussed in yesterday. Okay. Now we will discuss how to manage the different nodes from the server. Okay. So these things now we'll discuss. Yeah. So I'm already using the existing instances. One server and two nodes are available. Okay. So in the server, in the host file, we have given the details of these nodes details. In the host file, we have entered. In the inventory file, we have given the details about all the nodes. Okay, what is good? This one is the web server and this one is the database server. Okay, so these details are already available in the server side. Let's say yeah. So let's say now from the server only, if you want to know what are all the servers that are available that are connected to this machine, what are the different web servers available. So for that, what you have to do is command. These are the list of commands which will be used to know the details about different nodes that are connected to this machine. How the server will identify those machines? It will go to inventory file. In the inventory file, under different categories, under web servers category, if there are any IP addresses are available, it will give you that IP address details. Under the database servers, if there are any IP addresses are provided, those details will be provided. For that, in order to fetch those details, the command is Ansible. Whatever the command you execute, so that you have to prefix Ansible, because so that the operating system will understand that this command is related to Ansible package. Okay, so here Ansible web servers hyphen list hosts. See, 172.3.1.3.7.3.5. So this is the host which is available under the category, under the group web servers. Here, half zero means as of now we have provided only one node detail under this web servers category. But in reality, we can mention more than hundreds of server details under this name web servers category. Okay, we can mention web servers, and after that we can mention all the server details, all the nodes details. What are the nodes you are considering them as web servers? All those nodes IP addresses will be listed down there. Okay, at that point of time, if you want to know the first web server detail, then you have to give web server of 0. If you want to give first 3 web servers, then you have to give web server of 3. As of now, there is only one present, so you will get only one. Let's say if there are 100 names are there, so no host match, nothing to do, because there is only one web server is available. If there are multiple web servers available, then it will give. But here, the range, you want to get the 3 web servers. But how many web servers are there? Only one is there. So that is the reason you are getting. Here 0 means first web server, 1 means second, 2 means third. Like that, the indexing will starts. Similarly, if you give -1, in -1 also it will give you the same thing. If you give -2, you will get an error. Here -1, here 0 means from top to bottom it will search. From the top, whichever is there, the first one it will return. If you give -1, in the bottom, what is the least one is there, that one will be returned. -2 means last 2. -3 means last 3 web servers. Here we have given -3. That means the bottom 2 web servers details we are requesting. But there are only one web server detail is available. So that is the reason we are not able to get that information. It will throw in error, out of index an error. Okay, there is only one IP address is there, but you are requesting 2 IP addresses. So that is the reason it is giving no host matched. Okay. Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
For example, you don't want to give any index. You want to know all the IP addresses. You can directly give web servers. As there is only one is available, so let me add one more dummy IP address for your understanding purpose, so that it will be easy for you to understand. What is the file name? Host is the file name. I'm just entering 0.0.0.0. Okay, this is the dummy IP address I'm entering. Yeah, done. Now let me execute the same script. So web server, so it has to return 2.1. See, under host in the inventory file, these are the 2 entries are available. So that is the reason it will be giving the 2 entries. If I give web server of 1, web servers of 1, so it will give you the second IP address. Okay. Similarly, if I enter -1, that means the last one. Then also it will return the last one only. If I enter -2, it will give last 2. The last 2 and the first 2 both are same, so it will give you the 2 entries. Okay, so like this, by using different options, we can able to know what are the web server IP addresses that are available. So similarly, instead of web servers, you can mention database server also. Okay, db_server. This is the name I have given in the inventory file. Let me enter this. DB server or DB servers. I have given the name DB servers, web servers and the DB servers. So if you enter DB servers, this is the host available under DB servers category. If I want to connect to that machine, I can use SSH and I can enter this IP address so that I will be connected to that particular database server. I can do whatever the operation I wanted to perform on that particular node. Okay. Any doubts, guys? Okay, so without connecting to that machine, how can I execute a command on the particular node? So let's say there are two things. If you want to do only one-time operation, then you can use Ansible command. Module, we call them as modules. So module in the sense each module is a specific thing. Okay, so in your house, if you want to paint your wall, you need a brush. So the brush is a kind of module. Okay, so if you want to light on your stuff, you need a lighter. So that lighter is another module. Okay, for each specific task, a specific tool is required. Here, the tool is called as a module. Even in the Ansible also, if you want to execute any commands, you have to use command module. If you want to create a user, then you have to use user module. Like that, different modules are available in the Ansible. And these modules will be used if you want to perform any one-time tasks. If you want to perform a list of operations on each machine, not one task, you want to perform multiple operations, then what you have to do is you have to create a playbook. A playbook is something which will be having the list of actions to be performed on each node. If you want to perform a single operation, you can go with one-time command, that is called as module related commands. If you want to perform a list of tasks or list of actions, then you have to mention those list of actions. If you want to perform 10 actions at a time, you have to mention those 10 actions in a file. That file we call it as a .yml file. Okay, in that file we have to mention the instructions in YML language, YAML language. Is this clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So for example, you want to know the date from each host. Okay, you want to know the date from each host. Now we are connected to server. Okay, this is the server machine and the username is ANS1. From here only, you want to know the host name of all the web servers. Okay, the requirement is you want to know the host name. So this is our machine. Every machine will have one host name. This is the host name, IP 172.3.1. This is the host name. So like this, if you want to know the host name of all the web servers, all the servers, then the command is, we have to execute the Ansible command. So first word would be Ansible. After that, which one? Which host name you want? All. Okay. -m. -m means module. Of which module? Command module. I am going to execute command module. Command is the module. Hey, use the tool called command. Command is the tool. Here command is called as a module. After that, which, okay, this command is going to perform the task. If you want to paint your wall, you need a brush. Here paint, here you are saying that brush is a command. Okay, and for this brush you are telling, okay, use the paint and put it on the wall. So this is the instruction you are giving. So what is the tool you are using? Brush is the tool that you are using. So that is the meaning of this one, -m. In order to perform this task, you are going to use a module. The module name is command. You are giving that responsibility to one tool called command. Now command is going to get the host name. So you have to give the instructions to command, right? So this command will look in the arbitrary. Arbitrary is nothing but whatever is mentioned between the double quotes, that will be called as an arbitrary. This command will execute the instruction whichever is mentioned in between these double quotes. Host name. So what it will do is, it will take all the IP addresses, all the nodes that are connected to this servers. Why it will take all the servers? Because we are mentioning all, and all the nodes are selected. After that, this host name is one of the command. This will be executed by this handler. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, see. IP 172.3.1.37.3.5. This is one node. Okay. IP 172.3.1.4.4.1.9.0. This is another node. Two nodes are connected. That is the reason we can able to see two. Okay. If you want, you can check here as well. See. 172.3.1.37.3.5. Where is it? 172.3.1.37.3.5. This is the node 1. Okay. And what is the other one? See, this is the other one. 172.3.1.4.4.1.9.0. 172.3.1.4.4. So these are the things. Okay. Forget about these warnings. So we have mentioned one 0.0.0.0.00 also, right? This is the dummy one. Is there any node available with this IP address? No, right? So that is the reason we are getting this error. These are the two IP addresses that are available. What it will do, it will connect to these nodes and it will get the host name of this particular IP address. So that is the reason we can also see AP underscore AP hyphen south y hyphen compute internal. So this is the complete host name of that IP address which is connected to our server. Is this clear? And also similarly, you don't want to get the host name for all the web servers, all the service, all the nodes that are connected to this server. You want to get the host name of any particular machine. So in that, instead of all, what you have to do? You have to mention for which node you want to get the host name. I want to get the host name of web servers. I want to get the host name for all the web servers. Here, this one 190 is the web server and this one is the database server. Yes or no? In the inventory file, where are two nodes are available. In the inventory file, I have given one IP address is for web server. Another IP address is for database server. When I entered all, it will get the host name for database servers and the web servers. Why? Because I have mentioned all. I want to know the host name of all the servers. I mean, all the nodes, all the machines. So that is the reason it is taking from web servers and also it is taking from database servers. Whatever the list of IP addresses are there in the inventory file, for all those IP addresses, the server is trying to, the Ansible is trying to get the host name. Instead of that, I only want to get the host name of web servers only. How many web servers are there in the inventory file? Only one. I have mentioned only one, right?
Yes, sir.
That is the reason we can able to see only one. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now I have mentioned Ansible web servers. If you want to know only first web server, what we have to give? Here we have only one, so that is the reason we are getting only one. Out of, let's say for example, there are 100 web servers are there. If you want to know the first web server's host name, how can you do that? You have to give -0. You have to mention the position first two. 0 means first, so that it will give you only the first IP address which is related to the node. That node's host name will be written here. Is this clear? Similarly, if you want to know the IP address of, host name of database server, this is something different. So now we are getting only the host name of database server. So like this, we can execute these modules. Here you can give anything, host name. Let's say if you want to know the date. Okay. On this server, 190 is the database server. On this database server, the date is Wednesday, July 2456. This is the thing. So like this, We can, if we want to execute one-time commands, then we can execute like this. If we want to do multiple operations in a single go, then we have to create playbooks. In the playbooks, we have to mention the list of instructions in YAML language, and that file needs to be executed. Okay, up to now, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we'll see the structure of YAML file. So whenever we are going to create any playbook, how the playbook should be, and what are the guidelines we need to follow, and what is the structure of that playbook. Okay, so whenever we are going to compose any email or any letter, we have to follow some guidelines, right? First we have to write the date, then from address, and then the subject, and then the main matter, and after that our details and the address. Like this, there will be one structure available, yes or no? We have to follow the structure. Even if you are writing any letter kind of thing, you have to follow some guidelines, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in the same way, whenever we are going to create any script, we have to follow some sections. Okay, so what are those sections and how to, what is the importance of each section, we'll discuss now. Okay, so here for Ansible, so nearly every YAML file, it starts with a list. Okay, so this is the first rule. So for Ansible, okay, what is list, guys? What is list? Very simple. So let's say flowers. This is the heading. After that, I will write rose, jasmine, etc. I will mention all the list of flowers. What is this, guys? Can I say this is list of flowers?
Yes.
Okay. So in simple words, if you want to understand, so flowers is the title. So these are list of names. So can I say this is the flowers list?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, I can type fruits. Okay. Banana, mango, apple. So can I say these are list of fruits? What is this fruits? This is a list. Yes or no? What is fruits here? This is the one I have given. This information is I have given. If I ask you what is fruits here in technical words, fruits is a list. Yes or no? Come on, guys.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
following or not? So this is just a list of fruits here. We are giving one heading, and after that we are giving the list of fruits that are available under this category. So here, this is the heading, right? What can we say? This is a India is one
Fruit.
country, and
List.
different states are there. So India and states. What India is called as? It is a country. In the country, there are different states are there. If I type India and after that, if I give the list of states name, that will become a list. What is the list name? There it will be given as a
India.
separate name, country. In the same way, fruits is one category. Under this category, these are the different fruits are available. So here, this one is called as a list. A list is something which will be having the similar objects or similar items. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What is dictionary? These are the keywords we have to understand. What is dictionary? Have you ever used a dictionary? Normal English dictionary or Telugu, any dictionary?
Used, sir.
Different word.
Yeah, the dictionary is, a dictionary will be having lot of words, vocabulary, where it will be created with the concept of key and value pairs. There will be one key and after that value. Key value pairs. All the items in the dictionary will be specified as key value pairs. Here in the English, if you take an English dictionary, what is the key? All the keys will be ordered in an alphabetical order. Yes or no? Every
Yes,
word
Yes, sir.
will be available in the dictionary, and that too arranged in the alphabetical order. So the first one will be the word. After that, what is the meaning of that word? And the second word. After that, the meaning of the word. Can you see any duplicate words?
No, sir.
No duplicates, right? No duplicates are allowed. Every word, after that meaning. Every word, the meaning. Word meaning, word meaning. So here, the first word is called as key. The meaning of the word is called as value. Key value. Key means key is distinct. You cannot have duplicate keys. Yes or no? But value can be duplicate. Are you getting or not? In English, for single word, for multiple words, there could be a single meaning. Yes or no? In English, for multiple words, there could be a single meaning.
Yes, sir. That's
For
correct.
example, simple. Simple is a word. What is the meaning of simple? We can say simple and we can say easy. Both reflect the same meaning, right?
Yes, sir.
So here in the dictionary, when you see the words in the E category, you will see easy. After that, you will have the meaning for easy. After that, you will see the simple in the S category. You will see the value for the simple also. So here in the dictionary, it will maintain all the items in the form of key and value pairs. Key means key will be distinct only. Values can be repeated, but keys cannot be repeated. Okay? Yeah. Just remember that here for Ansible, nearly every YAML file starts with a list only. Okay? So we'll see that while creating the file, I will show you what does it exactly mean. Here list means this one. So here each item in the list is a list of key value pairs. Okay, so here this is just a list. I just explained this is a list. Fruits is a list. So these are the values. Did I mention these values in the form of key and value? Come on, guys. Flowers is a list.
Yes, sir.
Okay, flowers is a list. So let's say you have a basket. In the basket, you put all the fruits. Okay. So that basket will called as a list of fruits. So we if we call list of fruits, then it will be very difficult, right? So what we will call, we'll call it as a basket only. In a box, you will put all the fruits and you call it as a box, one box. That box contains flowers. Flowers are fruits. So here, each one is one item only. But here in the list, I am not going to put only the direct value. I will maintain this list in the form of dictionary. How the dictionary hold the values? The dictionary will hold the values in the form of key and value pairs. So here, This is list, you understood. List means this is the main thing and it will be having the individual items which will be having the similar properties. So here, what is the meaning of this is student. Okay. Student is a list. Name, Vinay. Brand CSC. Can I say this student is a list?
Student, sir. Student is the list.
Student is a list. This is the individual value, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, how many you are having? This name is key. Value is Vinay. Name is
Yes, sir.
branch. Value is CSC. In the
Yes.
same way, you can write college. College is key. So you can give any. Okay. So like this. So here, this is a dictionary which will be having. So this is a list which will be having the details in the. This is dictionary only actually. Okay. A dictionary is represented a simple key value. Okay. Here we are having only banana. What is the key and what is the value here? Here this is also one item and this is also one item. So here is banana is only value only. Do we have any key? No key. Here we are having the key is for the student dictionary. Key is the name, value is the Vinay. Key is the branch, value is the CSC. Key is the college, value is the JNT. So if we maintain any items in the form of key value pairs, then that is called as dictionary. Here what we are having list. This is one item. This is second item. This is third item. All these are list of key value pairs. If we have only one, that will be called one item. If we have multiple, then we call it as a list. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We want to purchase some grocery. We'll write all the items in one list. Then what we'll call it as, okay, these are the list of items. Okay, that if we have multiple items, then that is called as a list. Here also, here each item in the list, this is the list. Each item in the list is a list of key value pairs. This is one item, this is one item, this is one item. All these items together we'll call it as a list. But here, each item is a key value pair. Is this clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. And all the YAML files should start with this one. Should start with 3 hyphens. The first line in the YAML should be the 3 hyphens. Okay. And ends with 3 dots. Okay. So this is the starting and this is the ending. In between, you can write whatever the code you want. Here, mentioning these 3 hyphens is mandatory. You have to mention in each and every YAML file 3 hyphens in the beginning. But ending with 3 dots, right? These 3 dots is optional. If you want, you can mention. Even if you don't mention also, it doesn't matter. And one last important thing is all the members in a list must follow the indentation. What is indentation, guys? See, fruits is the list. Okay. Here, if I mention So this is, if I say fruits is a list, do you believe what are the items that will come under this fruits category now? Do not go with the name, just to go with this data. The way how it represented here, by looking at this, fruits means you will consider only apple, you will not consider orange. Yes or no? This is one way of representation, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just because you know the meaning of orange and strawberry, you may feel like, okay, orange is also fruit, strawberry is also fruit. So you may feel like, okay, all these are fruits. You will say that. But if I use similar vocabulary which is not related to fruits, if I use something which is related to complete physics, can you able to understand which is comes under this list? This is another way of representation. Okay. So now can you, which one is easy? Here, what is the meaning of? Here, fruits. So this one is one set. Here, this one is one set. If I mention this, okay. So if I mention, if I write the information like this, is it easy to understand or is it easy to understand?
Second one.
Second one is easy to understand. So because here we are structurally written the information. So this is the fruits category. Under this fruits category, we have these three fruits are available. So that is the reason we have aligned all these three values starting with the same position. All three are started from same position only. Yes or no? So this is called indentation. Okay. So whenever we are writing any YAML script, we have to follow the indentation. Okay. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. And one more thing. So in each playbook is composed of one or more modules in a list. So if you want to perform only one module, we no need to create any playbook. Just now we have seen. Okay. If you want to execute any particular command, we can directly execute it. So, but here YAML script, we want to perform multiple tasks so that we may include multiple modules. Yes or no? In the same script, I want to get the date and I want to get the host name and I want to install the Git. All these things I want to perform. So all these are three different modules. Module can be same, but one module, if we execute directly in the terminal, it will execute one command at once. Can I able to get the date and the host name in a single command? So here, date and host. Can I able to
No,
get
sir.
the host name and the date with single command? No. Here command is the module we are using. If we want to get the information from any of the node, we are using this command. If I want to install, M is one module. Okay. So see, here command is one module. Similarly, there are different modules are available. How would you know what are the modules that are available in the Ansible? Basically, you type Ansible module. See all modules, Ansible documentation. Here you will see all the modules that are available here. Okay, these many modules are available. Ansible web servers. In the web servers, it will not be executed. So let me give sudo su hyphen. So su hyphen ins1. Okay. So if you want to get the date, you have to execute this. Command is one module. Similarly, if you want to install any of the application, Acme is one of the application. Okay. If you want to install the software, this package in the web servers, you have to execute this. Okay. So with this, we can only perform Acme found available installed or updated. Okay. Let me give one more thing. Acme is not updated. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 3 is one of the package, right? You all know. Install the tree. See, install is already, you need to be root to perform this command. Okay, since we are not the root user, we are unable to do this. Okay, if you want to do this task, we should become a root user. See, changed equals to true, results loaded. Now we have successfully installed this. So here M is one of another module. M is one module, command is one module. So here if you mention M, it will do this. Or else you can mention like this also. M is one module. You can use module or else you can use command also. Here you have to mention command, and here in the codes you have to mention M install 3. This is other way. You are using the command module, and for the command module you are passing the input as M install 3. Hey command module, install execute this command in the node, or else you can directly use M module. M module name equals to tree. M module means M will be used to install or update. So how would you know state? This state is the key parameter. If you mention present, it will install it. If you mention update, it will update it. If you mention reload, sorry, if you mention remove, it will remove that. So like that, modules can be used to perform a single task. So in the playbooks, we can mention multiple tasks. For that, we can use command module and M module and some other modules also we can use. Okay. So here, the playbook is divided into 3 sections, guys. Okay. Are you following or not? Just forget about this. If you want to perform a single task, we will go with this ad hoc commands. Ad hoc commands in the sense only one thing, one time. One operation, one time. If you want to perform 10 operations on a node, you have to individually execute those commands 10 times. Each command is called as a ad hoc command. If you want to perform all the 10 operations at a single go, what you have to do? You have to write those commands. You write the same thing in one file. That file will be called as .yml file. That is also called as a playbook. And you have to execute that playbook. Once you execute the playbook, all the commands that are mentioned in the file will be executed in a single go. Is this clear or any doubts? Am I confusing you guys? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's very easy, guys. If you want to don't get confused with command yam, what kind of parameters they are given. So don't get confused with that. If we want to perform a single task, we have to go with ad hoc command. Ad hoc command in the sense one operation, one time. If you want to perform 10 operations in a single go, you have to mention those 10 instructions in one file. That file is called as .yml file or YAML file or playbook, and you have to execute that playbook so that all the 10 commands will be executed in a single go. Okay, yeah. So here, while writing the YAML script, we have seen the first line should start with 3 icons and the last one should end with 3 dots. In between, we have to mention the instructions, out of which the first one is the mentioning the 3 icons at the beginning of the file is the mandatory, and mentioning the 3 dots at end of the file is optional. Okay, Here, each playbook is composed of one or more modules. You can mention one module, you can mention two modules or three modules, or you can mention any modules based on your requirement. Okay. And here, playbook is divided into many sections. Okay. Out of which first one is called as target section. Target section in the sense you are going to execute this. Here, guys, if you observe here, this is the command I am executing. Here, how many parts are there, guys? Ansible is one part, web servers is another part, command is another part, install yum install tree, this is another part. So what does it mean? Here we are directly writing the command, and this command is having these many words. Each word has its own significance. In the same way, in the playbook also we have to mention the details. So here we are executing these commands. Where this command will get executed, guys? Yum install tree. So that tree will be installed. Where the tree will be installed?
In the Ansible one, sir.
Sorry? See, the tree will be installed on the nodes where the nodes information is available under this category web servers. Under the web servers category in the inventory file, if I mention 100 nodes, in all the 100 nodes, this will be executed. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So here, this has to be executed on some machine. That is the target, right? We have targeted to install tree in the node. Where the target details are mentioned, here we have mentioned the target details. Web servers is the target. So in the same way, if I want to do this operation in the playbook also, there also I have to mention the target, right? Okay, you are giving the instruction to execute one command. But where should I execute the command? In which node I want to execute? That is nothing but the target. Yes or no? So there will be one section called target section. That is nothing but we have to give the information in the playbook. Hey, Ansible, consider these are the target nodes. In these targets nodes, you can execute this command where we can mention the nodes details in the target section. If you are writing one letter, will you write the to address or not? Without writing the to address, will you deliver the letter? No, right? If you write
No.
all the information about the complaint, if you want to post something to the police station, you have written everything, including the details, but you did not mention the to address. Then will that letter be delivered to the right place? That is the target where you want to send that letter. That is the target to address. You have to mention the to address in the same way in the playbook. In which node you want to perform these tasks. That is nothing but target section. What are the host you want me to execute your commands? That is nothing but target section. In the target section, you have to mention the list of nodes on which you want to execute this command. Next one is variable section. Variables are used to store some information. If you want to store 10 in some variable, you can use any variable name. Variable is nothing but I am a human being. I will be identified with my name. Yes or no? In the same way, everyone will have one name. That is nothing but you will be called with your name. Okay. In the same way, if you want to, one variable is there. Every time you don't want to use one. Instead of that, you can use one variable, and wherever you want to use the importance of one, then there you can directly use the variable name. Instead of directly taking that person, you can use the name which is given to that particular value. So that is variable section. And one more section is task section. Here, what is the task section, guys? Yum install tree yum. This is the task we are executing. Yes or no? This is the target.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the task we want to execute on machine. So even in the playbook also, we have to mention all these details, where we want to execute that, and what is the variable. If you want to use any variables, you can use. That is optional. Okay. And what is the task you want me to perform? So this is the task. Like this, all these things needs to be mentioned in the playbook. Okay. Now let me write one sample playbook so that you will understand. Okay. So here is our node 1. will try to create one script to create a user, guys. Okay. How can we create a user? Okay. So here,
Add user.
so let me, where can we know the details about users? etc. This one. So these are the list of users available. Here ANS1 is the user. After ANS1, no users are available. Okay. Now let's try to create a user called Vinay. Okay. How can we create a user? If I directly write here, add user temp. So the temp user will be created. How can I know that? See, temp user is created here. Okay. Now I want to create a user on this node 1 from the server without connecting to the node 1. Okay, without connecting to node 1 from my server, I want to create a user in the node 1. Okay, yeah. For that, we need to write one playbook. Playbook is nothing but a file, but which will be having an extension of .yml. That is the only thing. Let me create a file. Vi create underscore user. So this is the file name I am using, .yml. Okay, now let me write the script for it. What is the first line, guys? 3 hyphens. What is the last line, guys? 3 dots. Okay, now let me save this. Okay, so we have created one script, one playbook. Okay, and that playbook will not be having any instructions. It is of blank. So if we execute that blank, it will not do perform any actions. Let me execute that once. In order to execute the script, we have to use Ansible -playbook and the script name. What is the script name? Create underscore user dot YML. Let me execute this. See, error, empty playbook, nothing to do. Okay, yeah. Now let me add the instructions to create a user. Okay, yeah. Here hyphen host. So here you have to mention the task. Under the category task, here you have to mention the list. So here task, you have to mention all the tasks. What is the task, guys? We have to create a user. So for that, we have to use the user module. Okay, so user module Ansible. See, name equals to this one. This is optional. Ansible built-in user name. So this one. This is the built-in user concept. Okay. So you can go through this documentation for additional information you want to learn more, but everything will be, you can understand each and everything, but that much information is not required. If you want to create a user task, user module is there. Hyphen user colon. What is the username you want to create? Name equals to Vinay. Okay. So here I am mentioning this hosts. What is the first section, guys? Target section. Hosts. In which node? Hosts all. So after colon, you have to give one space, guys. Okay. Here I have given one space. Are you observing? So this is the target. And all the hosts under web servers and the database servers everywhere on all the machines. This is the This is the task we want to execute. What is the target? All hosts. Are you following or not? We want to create one user in all the nodes. What is the target here? All the nodes are our target. So I am mentioning that instruction here. Host equals to all. Become equals to yes. Why? I will show you why become equals to yes. Okay. For the time. Okay. Let me remove this yes. Become equals to yes. Okay. Yeah. Host equals to all. I mean, that means we are targeting all the nodes. What is the task? User. User means we have to create a user. And what is the username? Vinay. So now if we execute this script, what will happen, guys? In all the nodes, a user will be created with the name called Vinay. Let me save this. If I execute this script, it will not going to be executed. You will get some errors. Yeah. See, we are unable to read either as JSON nor YML. So these are the errors we got from each JSON. Object could be decoded, syntax error while loading YML. Mapping values are not allowed in this context. The error appears to be in /home. In this one, line 3, column 9. Line 3, column 9, there were some errors. Okay, so let me correct the script now. One second, guys, become tasks. See, task gathering facts. Okay, so it got executed successfully, guys. Now, so here play. This is a playbook. So this is the command we have. This is just a messaging purpose. Even if we remove that, also it will execute. Okay, so these are the commands we want to execute on each machine. So this is a playbook. So where it came, so VA space. Yeah. So here name. This is the comment. This is a playbook. So before going to execute this playbook, it will display this message. After that, first what will happen is whenever we execute any playbook on the nodes, a setup module will go to each and every node, and that setup module will collect the information from those nodes, and it will gather that information, and it will come back to the server, and that server will analyze what are the configurations that are available that are brought by setup module. So here what will happen, we want to create Vinay user. What the setup module will do, this setup module will go to each and every node, collect all the user information, and it will give to the server. So it will check whether the Vinay user is already there in the node or not. If it is there, then it will not create any user. If it's not there, then only it will create the user. So the setup module will collect the information and it will give it to the server. Then the server will take the required action based on the operation we are going to perform. So before creating user, it will display this message, creating user Vinay. Yes, no, we have done, right?
VA, VA space, what you have given, sir?
VA space file name, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let me execute once again. This time you will see the different result. Okay, see, this is a playbook gathering the facts. These two. Okay, 17231. These are the two because we have mentioned all. Yes or no? Instead of that, if you don't want to perform these operations and these two machines, you want to perform only on two machines. What you will do, guys? Instead of all, what you will give? So this is the target section, guys. So whatever the target we give, this command will be executed on this all these things. Okay. Instead of that, if you want to perform only on any particular node, how will you do that? Instead of all, what we have to give?
Mention the number.
Same web
Web
server
server.
or database server.
Number.
Web servers of 0. Web servers of 0 means the first web server. So let me execute this. So now did you change? Now did you observe this? Earlier it collected the information from two machines. Now is it collecting the information from two machines or only one machine?
One mission.
Yeah, only right. One machine only, right? Earlier here 3735. So if you want to change this web servers to database servers, then it will take from database server only. See, 190. Earlier it was 35. Now it is 190. Why? Because we have mentioned the target as database servers. Like this, we can create the script, we can create the playbook, and we can execute it. As of now, we have used only one module. What is that module? User module only we have used. Tomorrow we'll use user module and the command and the git and the yum. All these commands we will use in tomorrow session. Okay, how to specify multiple tasks in a single playbook and how to execute them, that we'll discuss tomorrow. So for today, I am take this code. If you want, take a screenshot of it, and try to execute this on your machine. Okay. Yeah. So one more thing I wanted to clear. What will happen if you do not mention become equals to yes? Okay, you have this doubt, right? This is a comment. This is a comment. This is host on which this is the target. You all understood, right? Name equals to this is a playbook. So let me remove this. You may have doubt like, okay, if I remove this, will it work or not? Working or not? Even if I remove the name tag also, is it working or not? It's working. That is just a comment only. Okay. So here, now let me execute the same command. Instead of Vinay, let me give another user. Vijay. Okay. So here also just remove. This is a comment only. Even if you remove this also, it will get executed. Nothing. So now let me remove this become equals to yes. Okay. Now let me execute the script. What is the message you are getting, guys? Permission denied. Permission denied. Why? We are unable to run our script on that particular node. Why? If we want to perform that operation, we have to get the same access as the root user. Become equals to yes means, so make me become a root user. Becoming a root user, then only we can able to execute that script. In the script, you can mention become is yes, or else while executing the script also you can mention here hyphen b. Hyphen b means become yes. Now you can able to execute this. Okay. Either you have to mention become yes in the YAML file, or while executing it, here you have to add extra attribute called hyphen b. Okay. Is this clear, guys? It is very simple only, guys. So, but we have to follow the indentation only. That is the only thing. Okay. So it is very simple, and after writing 5 to 6 scripts, you will be able to understand easily. Okay. So here, in order to create a user, we are just given like this. That's it. Okay, host on which machine you want to give, and what is the task. This also you can remove, guys. You can remove this also. This now also you can execute. Okay, it is, those are just in comments. This is the only script, hyphen space host on which machine you want to execute this. Task, what is the task? We have to get the user task.
Sir, now we can see those users in the nodes, sir, right?
Yes, we can. In the database server, we have created the user called Vijay, right? Let me go back and see now. This is the node 2. Okay, connect to this machine. Connect. Okay. What is the file? Cat /etc/password. Are these users created or not? Vinay and Vijay?
Yes.
Like this. Did I connect it to that machine with the help of SSH agent? No, I did not connect to this machine with SSH. But still I can able to create the user in this machine. How? With the help of Playbook. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see how to perform multiple tasks with the playbooks. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.